hate being a subject in the media where they take one small part of what I say and they blow it out of context. Yo, thumbs up if y'all can see the questions that I'm choosing. Alright, boom, there you go. If you had to start all over, what would you do differently? What would you do differently? If I could start all over, I would do a better job at setting boundaries. You know, because I seen success at such an early age, I had to learn a lot of things on the fly and on the go. You know, and there's certain things that I guess I could attribute the blame to other people, but I'd rather take accountability. And, you know, I have the self-awareness now to understand that had I done a better job setting boundaries along the way, I wouldn't have allowed so much room and space to be hurt or to have my kindness taken advantage of by other people. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely something I would do differently. And I'd like to extend that advice to anybody out there. You know, you got to find the balance between having compassion and setting boundaries. You can love people with boundaries. You know what I'm saying? People got to understand that your love is not to be abused or to taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's keep it going. I like that question. Who is that? The one Trey Los? Let's see. Basic ass shit. Did you take acting classes? So, I was a theater student in high school for freshman and sophomore year. Then I got kicked out my junior year because my attendance was terrible. It was also a bit of a culture shock for me because it was my first time, you know, like going to school in a diverse situation. You know what I'm saying? There was like Asians, white kids, and I just felt like an outsider. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really. I don't want to say I didn't take it seriously, but theater class wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. Like motherfuckers was doing musicals and shit. I ain't want to be singing and dancing. I just wanted to act. I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't that. So I kind of didn't put my best foot forward in it, and I got kicked out because my attendance was so poor. But after high school, I want to say before I booked Mr. Robot, I had took one acting class like outside of school, and it was cool. I didn't feel like it gave me anything though. So when people like ask me if I took, like, the real answer I would say is no. Like everything that I portray on screen and that I do, none of which I learned in theater class or in that one acting session that I booked. Everything is just, I like to say that I'm an instinctual, like instincts is my strength when it comes to acting. Like I try not to act, I just try to live. You know what I mean? And that's my secret. That's it. I just live through my characters. Some better questions, man. Better ones. Let's see. Ooh. How have you felt about the album? Assuming that we're talking about 2000, my album, I feel great about it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my goal was accomplished. And my goal was I really wanted to feed my core. I wanted to make music that really like just define who I am right now as a person, and music that gives you confidence, music that makes you feel good, music that captures and embodies the sound of New York. And when it comes to the reception, I'm very proud of it, because I feel like everybody who needed to hear it heard it, and not only did they hear it, but they loved it and they championed it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's always room for more publicity or a bigger reception and stuff like that. But I'm grateful for what was achieved thus far. And I look forward to, the project receiving more success over the course of time, because my shit is timeless. You know what I'm saying? So it's only going to continue to build. It's only going to continue to gain traction as time progresses. So I feel good. I feel like ultimately I'm grateful that I could be in a position to still make the music that I love without having to compromise, and also being able to take on a whole new venture, a whole new avenue, and be successful in it as well. So yeah, man, I feel really great about the album, and I feel even greater every time I see you guys share y'all videos, listen to it, or y'all share y'all experiences, or y'all send y'all tweets out, you know what I'm saying? And everybody who rooting for me for album of the year, that's greatly appreciated. And so I feel good about that. Keep bumping 2000, man. If you haven't yet, make sure you go check that out. So all of y'all new people who's here for Unique and on for the Raising Kanan, make sure y'all go get in tune with Joey Bada and my new album 2000 out right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you fuck with Unique, there's no way you ain't gonna fuck with 2000. You know what I'm saying? There's many parallels. So go check that out if you haven't yet. You know what I'm saying? And feel free to share some feedback with your boy. You know how y'all feel about it. Let's see. How would you feel? Some good questions here. What was the inspiration towards the song Show Me? So my inspiration towards the song Show Me was an experience that I had in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Being involved with somebody and kind of having, not a real commitment, but just feelings involved with somebody, and having on and off periods, and having contemplations about getting back together, but also wanting transparency. You know what I'm saying? So it was really based on a real, actual conversation that I had with a past lover of mine. And, we were just having a moment of truth. And that song is so special to me because I kid y'all not, the way the song feels is how the conversation felt. I had realized, a mistake we make a lot as men is we don't allow our women to feel as if they have a safe space to share with us, things that might not be favorable to our ears. And with this conversation, or the inspiration for the song Show Me, it was a moment where I realized that. So once I, provided a safe space for this lover of mine to, feel as if she wasn't judged, and to also be assured that my love for her was unconditional, she was able to be transparent with me for one of the first times in our whole dealings with each other. And it really opened up my mind, and it opened up my heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's what inspired the song. And if I could give advice based on just that experience, all my men should take that and be aware of that, because it's cool when we do it. Our chest hurt when they do it. You know what I'm saying? So women be afraid of how we might react, and you know, they might not be so truthful, share the truth or whatever. But oh, my shit back? Alright, good. My fault, y'all. Let's keep it going. Looking through these questions. Fuck. I didn't mean to select this question, but I guess it was destiny. Do you believe we are the chosen ones, King? I don't know. I mean, who the fuck you mean by we? Who's we? Who's we? I can't answer that question. I need something else. That shit is too vague. I need something specific. Y'all questions be funny as hell. What has led to your growth, man? Oh, I like this one. What has led to your growth the most? I think what has led to my growth is my willingness to grow. Like I say it all the time, I'm a self-improvement junkie. Like I'm literally addicted and drawn and attracted to becoming a better version of myself. Attracted to showing up as a better version of myself every time I show up somewhere in the world. You know what I mean? So just that willingness to always want to learn and always want to expand, I think is by far the number one thing that contributes to my growth as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like I refuse to stay stagnant. I refuse to not challenge myself to break down generational traumas, childhood traumas, to reprogram my subconsciousness, to unlearn. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the main part of becoming an adult is unlearning and relearning and, you know, subtracting what didn't work or what was like, you know, not good that was passed down, and adding new things that are good, that are healthy. You know what I'm saying? And also, people, the company you keep around you, you know, that's very vital to your growth. It's going to be hard to grow if you keeping yourself around fixed-minded people. You know what I'm saying? Growth mindsets attract growth mindsets. So if you really truly want to grow, you know what I'm saying, you gotta scan the room. It's crabs in a bucket type shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta scan that motherfucker. Let's see. I like this. Thoughts on magic. I think magic is real. My bad. Shit said pause due to connection. Fuck. Alright, let's see. We doing Q&A. Process, right? Looking for some good questions, man. Y'all asking a lot of the same shit. Stop filling this question section with shit that's not even questions. I gotta filter through all this bullshit. Same old shit. That niggas ask questions that I literally answer in every interview. If I don't find something cool in like 2 seconds, I'm off this. Alright. How are you doing emotionally, mentally? I like this question. Because we always ask each other, how are we? And everybody just say I'm good. But really, I'm great, you know? I feel like I've been taking the time to identify my emotions more and not just sweep them under the rug and, you know? Because what I realized is that everybody's sick. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is mentally ill. The same way we all get physically sick, colds and flus, they come and go. There's similar sicknesses of the mind that come and go. And everybody's at risk. You know what I'm saying? So it's important, the same way that we keeping up with our bodies and we strengthening our immune systems and shit like that, we got to keep up with our mentalities, with our minds, with our emotions. Because suppressed emotions ain't nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? It's like, suppressing emotion is like, you know the motherfuckers who fake clean their rooms or they fake clean their houses? Like they throw everything under the bed or they throw everything under the rug or they throw everything in the closet. Eventually, the closet is going to overflow. You're going to trip over that lump in the rug. You know what I'm saying? Shit going to start pouring from underneath the bed. And in those moments, you have no control. And people are more prone to be emotionally hijacked. So that's why it's important, like when we're feeling things, we got to identify it right then and there. At least for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand what we're feeling. And we got to have the self-awareness enough to be able to be like, okay, this is something I got to walk away from because I'm too emotionally hot right now to deal with the situation. Like for me, recently I had to learn to stop taking things so personally when people, you know, do certain things to me that I feel like they should know better about, right? Now, just because I'm learning to stop taking it personally, I'm learning to have more compassion, right? Back to what I was talking about earlier. And set the boundaries, because what we don't realize sometimes is when people are doing us wrong, they're really most of the time they're deflecting and projecting their own emotions and their own inner turmoil onto us. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's going on, I want to say like 90% of the time. So sometimes you got to really stop and listen, and you got to step back. You got to allow space between you and said person or said situation. And then you got to analyze. You got to identify your own shit. You got to kind of look at their lives, what they going through. You know what I'm saying? And you move accordingly from there. But, you know, my emotional and mental state as of late, it's been amazing. I'll say I'm in a very healthy space. And right now, like my frame of mind is, I will not tolerate my peace of mind being fucked with in the slightest. Like, I just will not allow it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my peace of mind is so important to me now. For a long time, like, I want to say, for the past 2 years of my life, the first 2 years where I actually started taking care of me. And it's a great difference, right? Like, this is what I look like when I take care of me. This is what my life looks like. This is what my life reflects. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to show up for people more when I take care of me. It's important. Skin's clearer when I take care of me. You know what I'm saying? Mind clearer. I feel better as an artist, you know, as an actor. It's anything that I do. Like I always say, like, if you don't take care of you, if you don't make sure you good, nothing that you do can be great. Period. Period. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is a good one. What brings you peace when dealing with adversity? I'm trying to really think about the last situation that I've been in. What brings me peace when I'm dealing with adversity is love. You know? Going where the love is at. That's what brings me peace. Because I used to have anger issues as a kid, you know, and I'm self-aware now enough to know what situations to avoid to not make myself overheat. You know what I'm saying? Because I could be hot up here. So I just go where the love is at, and the love kind of cool me down. The love is like water over the fire. You know? And I also stay patient. You got to stay patient in times of adversity because you got to know when to respond and not react. Reactions will get you killed. What would you say were the biggest lessons that you like to spread? Pretty much everything I've been speaking about on this live. Like, I think that emotional intelligence, I think, is the key to like 95% of the problems in the world. The truth is, like, a lot of us just don't know how to deal with being emotional, sensitive beings. You know, and like we be trying to make ourselves machines and shit like that. Suppress emotions, ignoring traumas, not even knowing why we act or we respond or what triggers us. I mean, I feel like literally motherfuckers all learn emotional intelligence. I feel like we wouldn't even be fighting wars anymore. I honestly do think it's like, you know, one of the cures, one of the formulas for world peace is everybody being a little bit more emotionally mature and intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. A lot of our problems stem from a lack of it. I hate to sound cliche or like a fucking broken record, but I've seen it, I've felt it, I've experienced it. I've seen the change in my own vessel, you know? But it's hard though. It's hard being a motherfucker with the awareness and with the intelligence because you gotta do more work. Because you have more intelligence and more awareness, you're aware enough to know who doesn't have as much as you, right? So a lot of people don't even be knowing what the fuck they doing. They're like toddlers. They're like kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even know that they're being bad. They don't even know that they're fucking wrong. They don't even know that they're hurting you. It's like with great power comes great responsibility, right? Gotta pay attention. But biggest lessons, I also think that people need to take more time to pour into themselves. Like, with this generation and this society that we live in nowadays, everything is so external. Everything is so external. Like, we've been taught that the power is outside of us in like damn near every aspect at this point. We wake up, first thing we do is grab this phone, this device that's outside of us. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us is not even praying, you know what I mean? Not even giving thanks for a new day. Not even grateful. We just turn it right to the devices. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I definitely want to spread the message and the lesson of people being more connected with themselves. And internal retreats is important. You know, you gotta take time to sit with yourself. You gotta take time to sit in silence. Like they say, when you pray, you're speaking to God. And when you meditate, you're listening to God. A lot of us ain't doing neither. A lot of us ain't doing neither. You know? I think what else? Unity. Unity is another lesson or another, you know, ideal that I'd like to push heavy on the world, especially in the black community. I'd like to see more unity, more of us coming together, you know what I'm saying, and speak to them about what's going on. Sometimes I be really wanting to express my thoughts and my ideals, but I don't want to be like, sometimes it's exhausting to be going viral. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be a distraction. I don't want to, like, I try to time it, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I just say things that's from the heart. I'm not even calculating. I just say some shit, and then it's like, so that's why a lot of times, like, I'm very strategic on when I speak my mind. Because there's a lot of shit I want to say right now that I'm just not going to say. Because I'm not trying to go viral about it. I'm sorry, you know. Fuck what you heard, but all of us niggas ain't always trying to just be the center of attention or in the media. Right? I would love to speak on the Kanans situation, but I won't. Because I literally don't want to be on every blog this weekend. I'm good. Like, peace of mind. Peace of mind, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to see a bunch of people seeing what I said, taken out of context and fucking going against me, boom, boom. I'm good. But for all of y'all who came in here today, hopefully y'all got some words of wisdom that might have helped or attributed to your journey today and beyond, you know? And I wish all of y'all a blessed day, an amazing one. I wish y'all the best on y'all endeavors, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just spreading love out to everybody. Love and respect, peace, prosperity, all that good shit.